Ships have been a key weapon in warfare since the dawn of time. A warship is more than just a ship, it's a sign of power and prestige. As a result, countries have been competing, although in a veiled manner, to see who can develop the largest and most powerful navy ship. As a result, the seas have borne all manner of giants into war zones. Every warship functions as a mobile military base. Long-range ballistic missiles, military aircraft, cruise missiles, tanks, soldiers, and nearly all forms of armor can all be transported through seas and oceans in a matter of days by a single warship. Seagoing airbases are colossal aircraft carriers. They frequently have unrestricted firepower and full-length flight decks, as well as facilities for arming, deploying, retrieving, and transporting aircraft. For centuries, these ships have dominated the world of battle, and they are only becoming more important. Countries have continued to construct larger and more powerful warships, but these 10 remain the all-time world behemoths. Today we are going to talk about top 10 biggest warships in the world. Number 10. The US Nimitz Class. Each of the Nimitz Class aircraft supercarriers stands over 1,000 feet tall, making them the world's largest warships. The US Navy's Nimitz Class aircraft carriers are made up of 10 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. The fleet's ships cost about $4.5 billion each, making them the most expensive warships ever built. A single Nimitz-class aircraft carrier can carry up to 90 planes and weighs 100,000 tons. These warships, which are equipped with anti-aircraft missiles and weapons, have a formidable protection and are expected to last for 50 years. However, their tale does not end there. The United States is now working on a new class to replace the Nimitz, the Gerald R. Ford class. The successor class will have ships that are much larger and more expensive than the current most expensive ship class in the world. Number 9. French class of Charles de Gaulle. One of the ships that has participated in the most missions around the world and has had construction and maintenance issues. The French Charles de Gaulle class is the world's only operating nuclear-powered ship outside of the US Navy, and it is the country's first of its kind. It was released in 2001 at a cost of $4 billion in the United States. This is one of the most powerful warships on the list. It has the capacity to accommodate 40 aircraft and can sail for well over 20 years before requiring refueling. Number 8. The Russian Kirov class. The Kirov class, also known as Project 1144 Orlan, Sea Eagle, is a class of Soviet and Russian nuclear-powered guided missile cruisers. They are the world's largest and heaviest surface combatant warships, not including aircraft carriers or amphibious assault ships. It's a nuclear-powered battlecruiser designed for offensive operations. It was constructed in the 1980s alongside 3 other structures, each of which is said to have cost about $2 billion. Though 3 of the ships in this class are currently undergoing renovations, one remains operational and defends the name. They are only second in size to large aircraft carriers among modern warships, and are comparable in size to a battleship from World War I owing to their size and general appearance. Western defense commentators refer to the ships as battlecruisers. Number 7. Izumo class in Japan. Admiral Flotta Sovietskogo Soyuza Kuznetsov is the Russian Navy's flagship aircraft carrier, heavy aircraft cruiser in Russian classification. There is currently only one Japanese Izumo class ship in existence, though Japan is reportedly planning to build another. It's a helicopter carrier that can do a lot of things. In a battle of the seas, it can track down and kill enemy submarines. The multi-purpose ship, which cost about $1.2 billion United States dollars, is only armed with defensive weapons, as dictated by the post-World War II Japanese constitution. It can transport 14 helicopters, trucks, and 400 soldiers at a time. Number 6. Russian Admiral Kuznetsov class. Unlike the Japanese Izumo class, this is a large and expensive aircraft carrier with both defensive and offensive weaponry. Anti-ship and anti-submarine missiles are among the arms on the ship. Only one Admiral Kuznetsov-class submarine remains in the Soviet Navy. The rest of the ships in this class were sold to China. The vessel, which was commissioned in 1990, is the Russian Navy's only full-fledged aircraft carrier. It has a capacity of about 30 planes. Number 5. The US Wasp Class. The United States Navy operates the Wasp class of landing helicopter dock, LHD, amphibious assault ships. The Wasp class, which is based on the Tarawa class but has been modified to operate more advanced aircraft and landing craft, is capable of transporting nearly the entire strength of a U.S. Marine Corps Marine Expeditionary Unit, MEU, and landing them in hostile territory via landing craft or helicopters, as well as providing air support via AV-8B Harrier II attack aircraft or F-35B Lightning II stealth fighters. The US constructed 8 Wasp-class ships with a particular mission in mind: to support the country's ground forces fighting in hostile territory. Each Wasp-class ship cost about $750 million and could hold nearly 2,000 US Marines, as well as vehicles and helicopters, and over 1,000 crew members. Number 4. US America Class. The first of its kind, this amphibious assault ship was constructed. It will cost about US $3.4 billion and will be able to carry larger aircraft than the Wasp class. The America class is the fourth ship in the US Navy to bear the name, and it was designed to replace the Tarawa-class amphibious assault ships. Its construction includes many modifications to supplement aviation operations and support activities, and it was designed for the US Navy by Northrop Grumman Shipbuilding. The America class, formerly the LHA-R class, is a US Navy ship class that consists of landing helicopter assault (LHA) type amphibious assault ships (USN). Number 3. Chinese Modified-Admiral Kuznetsov Class. China's first aircraft carrier is the Modified-Admiral Kuznetsov class. It was bought in Russia. It is a member of the Kreml class or Kuznetsov class of aircraft carriers. These aircraft carriers were built for the Soviet Navy. The Admiral Flotta Sovietskogo Soyuza Kuznetsov, one of the only members of this class, is still in service with the Russian Navy today. Varyag, the other, had not yet been commissioned when the Soviet Union disintegrated in 1991. The Chinese Modified-Admiral Kuznetsov class was born from this unfinished ship. Ukraine sold the unfinished hull to China. The country then finished its building and was given the name Liaoning. The ship was supposed to be used as a private casino, according to China. The Chinese Navy commissioned the Modified-Admiral Kuznetsov in 2012 and renamed it Liaoning, but it turned out that this was just a cover story. The vessel, which is primarily used for training, has a strong protection and can accommodate up to 30 aircraft. Number 2. Brazilian Clemenceau Modified Class. Originally, this aircraft carrier belonged to France. It was used by the French Navy from 1961 to 2000, during which Brazil purchased it for $12 million. Following World War II, France's first competitive aircraft carrier design was the Brazilian Modified Clemenceau class. It is said to have served as the pillar of the French fleet for the duration of the country's navy's use of it. The warship was thoroughly restored and is now known as the São Paulo by the Brazilian Navy. It can now accommodate up to 39 planes. The Clemenceau-class aircraft carriers were a pair of French Navy aircraft carriers that operated from 1961 to 2000. One served in the Brazilian Navy as São Paulo from 2000 to 2017. Number 1. The Indian Modified-Kiev Class. In the 1980s, the Indian Modified-Kiev class belonged to the Soviet Union. The Kiev class, Project 1143 Krishayat, Falcon, in Soviet classification, was the first class of fixed-wing aircraft carriers, heavy aircraft cruisers, constructed in the Soviet Union for the Soviet Navy. The INS Vikramaditya ship was purchased from the Soviet Union for $2.35 billion. The agreement called for Russia to renovate the ship before handing it over to the Indian Navy. After being converted into a complete aircraft carrier, the ship was completely commissioned in 2013. The Indian Modified-Kiev class is one of only 2 aircraft carriers in the Indian Navy, with a capacity of 36 aircraft. That's a wrap for the top 10 biggest warships in the world. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like button. And subscribe to our channel for more future updates. See you in the next one.